On board as well, Bob Weiner, Democratic strategist, columnist, and former communications director for Clinton Drug Czar General Barry McCaffrey. He's also former chief of staff of the House Committee on Aging, as well as being the former communications director for both Congressman Rangel and Conyers of New York and Michigan, respectively. Bob, good to have you back as well.
Thanks, Alan. I will not be my full, energetic, enthusiastic self today because my brother last night passed away unexpectedly from a stroke, and so I'm headed for the family funeral, and I'm going to show how he had an out-of-body experience 2 weeks ago when he came and spent a week with my wife and me for my 65th birthday, and then wrote something totally unprecedented, a 12-point letter thanking me for all the fun we had during that week. So my wife thinks that he knew something was up.
I'm so very, very sorry for your loss. And, Bob, everybody on the planet would understand if you wanted to beg off today, my friend.
No, that won't serve any purpose. We still have to bash those horrible Secret Service agents. We have to support the Arizona law. And we have to say that the administration is right on the Violence Against Women Act, and that how are the Republicans justifying being against the Violence Against Women Act using the pathetic excuse that it would add more lawsuits, the same excuse they used on equal pay. So they wonder why there's a war against women label on them. So there I'm still myself.
Surely you realize, Bob, that people can concur with your goal but still disagree with your methodology. The two are not always one of the same, are they?
Well, I listened to all of what Amy said, and the pathetic fact is that this is a reauthorization of existing law, and it's Biden's bill, and that's the reason the Republicans are against it, because they can't let Obama or Biden have anything that reeks of them having done something right.
Guess what? Sometimes it's the woman.
That's not the part that you oppose, though. Republicans love tough law enforcement, so that's sort of hypocritical. Sorry.
Joining as well, Bob Weiner, Robert Weiner, a Democratic strategist, columnist, and former communications director for Clinton Drug Czar General Barry McCaffrey. He's also former chief of staff of the House Committee on Aging, and again, as I mentioned, former communications director for Congressman Rangel and Conyers of New York and Michigan, respectively. Bob, always a pleasure to have you as well.
And thank you so much, Alan, for having me.
The GSA scandal, the Government Services Accounting, the Government Services Agency, therein lies, I think, a connection to any president. I mean, it's on your watch.
I think it's a question of leadership in both, Alan. I'm not sympathetic on the Secret Service scandal. I was a White House staffer, and I know that you have to sign a form that says you won't embarrass the president. These guys did. I think what General McCaffrey told me, four-star general, retired, told me this morning, is relevant, that there aren't enough women in the Secret Service in leadership. No woman who is in leadership at middle level out in the region, for example, underneath the top person who did a quick disciplinary action, and she's Latin America, and that's fine. But in middle level, no woman would have allowed this because this was systemic and it was obviously organized as a group. This isn't a technical matter of a rule. This is your common sense. This is obviously embarrassing the United States of America when you're talking about prostitutions and sex in advance of the president coming.
What about the matching funds solution? What about E.J. Dion's argument for the matching funds? And by the way, just for everyone to understand, New York City...
It's complicated, and I don't think it's a solution, to be honest.
Bob?
Nothing wrong with Citizens United. By a 5-4 Republican appointee vote, they reversed 75 years of reducing money in politics, and this time they allow anonymous corporate contributions to buy elections and to take power away from the people. There's something very wrong. The real contribution is the Disclose Act, so that at least, even if you think money is allowed as free speech, the people who are voting know where the money comes from. And Congress even took away the public financing checkoff, so I don't know how E.J. Dion's proposal goes anywhere.